Hey guys, this is the part 2 of episode 10 of LUCA Live. The part 1 just featured a reserve team player Mukesh. So, part 1 has already been uploaded on a timeline. You can see it on the feed. The part 1 featuring me and Mukesh. So, this is the part 2 of episode number 10, and this part is going to feature our senior team player Arjun Hansen. So, Arjun will go live with me in this very episode, and I will be hosting him. Once again, to all the viewers who are joining in, especially to the newer ones, Merry Christmas from all of us here. And guys who just tuned into this broadcast, I am giving out this brand new home and away jerseys. You can see it on my account. You will get all the details there. So I am going to pick some random winners. All you need to do is follow the instructions given on the post. So my username on Instagram is VAI05, and there is a giveaway contest initiated by a club as well. That giveaway contest started today, and you can get its detail on our feed. So Arjun is live. I'm going to accept it. There he is finally, Arjun Anson, senior team player of LUCA Soccer Club. Hey man, it's been a while. How have you been?
Yeah, it's been a while. I'm doing good. How have you been, sir?
I'm also good, Arjun. Before I start the program,
Yeah,
because of you, I had to reverse the order because I planned to go live with you first. So
yeah,
you requested for me to change the order. Why is it
yeah.
so? Today we had reserved this occasion especially for you, and you were still late. Huh? Where were you all the while?
No, I was actually stuck in a small work, so I had to, take some time
You
out
went out
from
to
the
celebrate
serious
Christmas.
things.
You can tell me, yeah.
No, no. That is there, but not much. So I had to concentrate on one important work I had to go. So that's why I just took some time, and I'm actually sorry for the delay.
No worries. I was just pulling your legs. Huh?
Yeah, that's
All
it.
right, Arjun.
So,
I'm not going to be formal with you. Okay,
yeah,
so there are no rules, and you must have already observed that. Okay,
yeah,
so
yeah,
we'll do this episode in the most casual way possible.
sure,
Arjun, I've got some questions for you. I will ask them one after another, and we'll
yeah,
try to take some questions live. Okay, so we have
yeah,
a 30-minute time limit. Okay,
sure.
so we'll wrap this episode in exactly 30 minutes. So my first question to you is. Uh, Describe describe your journey in football, or just introduce yourself to the viewers. Tell us what all Arjun Hansen is about, how his journey started, what made him choose football, which all clubs and which all levels he has played so far.
So guys, I am Arjun, and I hail from Bangalore, and I'm survived by my parents, and I have no siblings. So, and this is about me, like if you ask, and the journey of football, how it started was, I used to play football, like in the sense we didn't have a particular ball or something like a football to play, and I basically started playing football in a basketball ground wherein we didn't have a ball, and neither of our teachers used to give us a ball to play. So we, like, my journey was with my classmates. We made a ball out of handkerchief, like wrapping it up with a cello tape and all the stuff, and made it like a literal ball. And that's how the journey started playing football when I was in my fourth grade. And there, there was one physical education teacher. He was the one. His name was Umesh sir. So he was the one who actually noted all the skills of the players, and we actually made it into something big. And we, like, these small kids, we were trained later. Then we got a football, and the school also started, like, encouraging into sports and all. So that's how my journey began into football. And then all the hard work was even a part played by my father also. And during those days when we didn't have, like, he was the one who actually guided me into football. He used to take me early in the morning for practice and all. And that's when it, like, enlightened even more, like, to get into this field of play, and want to make it big. Because and back then, to get a ground, to find a ground to play football was actually very difficult, because wherever you go, it was like it would be occupied by cricket, and we used to not even get space to play football. And then we used to struggle to find grounds, and me and my dad used to travel, like a lot of places. We have gone too far and all to train, just to train. So, and the facilities now given is like, and now, so that's how my journey began. Like, it was basically my dad who actually got me into this main foray. And then afterwards, football became a part of my life. And
Think the
even right now,
network is disturbed your side.
network, huh?
Yeah, we are facing some glitches. Huh?
Now can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you. Please continue.
Yeah, so that's how my journey began, sir. Like, playing football with, like, a ball wrapped up like from a handkerchief. And that's how the journey began. And now, right now, uh, like, it's a great blessing in disguise to be a part of the LUCA team, to play the senior squad, which is highly competitive. So that's how my journey began, and right now where I am.
Right. So you were one of the mainstays of our senior team, right? You
Yeah,
played almost every game in
yeah,
last year's KPL. I'm not
yeah.
sure if you played all the games, but I think you featured in almost all of them. So tell me, how did you come to know about our club, and what made you choose Lucas Soccer Club? You know, uh, as, as a professional, because as far as I know, you were planning to uh, take another road. You were planning for other alternatives. So how were you approached initially by your club, and what made you join our club?
Initially, I was approached towards your club by two of my classmates. Right, like, actually, I am doing my physical education also as well. So two of my college mates, they actually told me that there is a club coming up in the place you stay, the place in Malappuram. So, so I asked whether you could get a tryout for the club. So, yeah, so that's how I got into this, like, name of the club, at least LUCA, because I heard a lot of clubs and most of them were seven-a-sides. So, and I was very particular on playing 11-a-side, because 11-a-side is actually the real game. And a club like LUCA, uh, the vision, the vision which I also thought, like, what should be there, that was like inculcated in the club. So, so that was the main highlight, which actually motivated me to get into the club. And this was one day wherein just randomly I was called into the what is it, tryouts, and it was in the college ground which I studied. So it was on a morning, and sorry, it's small glitch. Okay, so we had a practice game against the university team, the Calicut University team. So that day, uh, like Coach Nawaz, Coach Nawaz told me to play left wing back. So and I played, and I literally actually didn't believe that I would get into the club because I just thought it was the first tryout, and you might have to get into a lot of tryouts. So that tryout was actually a blessing in disguise for me because that's when that's when it changed all of my life, and so I just wanted to be with the club, and
And
that's
that's
how
how you got
I'm
recruited.
here. Yeah, that's how I
Right,
got
right, right.
recruited.
So that's a very
So
inspirational story.
yeah, so
Yeah,
it
and
was like one of the yeah. Please tell me.
no,
So it
and the story I was mentioning about Arjun, this was supposed to be private. It was supposed to be between us two, but I'm still, revealing this in public domain. You planned initially to start your own club, right? That was the thought process behind getting into football. So you were trying
yeah
to take a completely different road, and
yeah
after you got this opportunity to play for us, you changed your mind. So how did that, thought come into your mind in the first place? Because you were very young, back then. So what
yeah.
motivated you to start your own club?
The motivation to start an old club was see right now whatever is happening, like for example Indian football, we are trying to hire coaches from foreign countries who have absolutely no idea what this place is, and they're trying to coach the players who are not even you know like like obviously India is the sleeping giants of world football as quoted by Arsene Wenger, manager of Arsenal, ex-manager of Arsenal. So as you see, like we don't have a person who can understand the Indian mindset and work accordingly to build a team. See, like a place like India, there are like it's a multi-linguistic place. Like
To
you don't find any countries to have a lot of languages. Like see, for example, in India we have 29 languages. So 29 languages, 29 cultures, 29 traditions. So to know all these and to get a player motivated to play football in India and all, you need to understand that level. So that's how you can develop. So my idea was, see, like as I am born and brought up in India, and actually in Bangalore. So I understand the mentality of the Bangalore players because I am accustomed to the more of Bangalore. So what to say is like people in Bangalore, there are like various people, like come from various places and settled over here. So that mindset to work with them and develop those kind of people is like better than hiring a foreign coach, and and you have to their style of play is different and our Indian style of play is different. So develop the Indian style of play and get into the world stage. So like
so basically,
yeah.
you wanted to give exposure, to our own Indian professionals. That was
Yeah,
the
exactly.
thought
Yeah,
process.
exactly. So that was the thought process with all the facilities available, whatever facilities might be. So that was my
Right.
idea. So to structure that idea and get it into finished shape process is like too much. Like you have to start from scratch. That's what motivated me from the beginning itself. Like this is when I was in my eighth grade, which motivated me to start my own football club. So that's how it inspired, and the values of the club which I am right now is more or less the same. So it found me very easy to get into this. So
Right, right.
That's how
So
I
Arjun,
created it.
uh, right, sorry to cut you off because as I said, we are short on time. We have some constraints. So I'm straight away going to ask you the third
Yep,
question. All right.
sure.
So, similar to Mukesh, you are also, a non-native of Kerala. Non-native in the sense that you reside in Bangalore. I think you are
Yep,
Malayalam, by blood you are from a Malayalam family, but
yep,
you happen to be based in Bangalore. So,
yep,
how
exactly.
easy or challenging was it to associate uh, with other local players? Because we had a 100%, we had a complete uh, all Kerala squad last season. So
Yeah,
there were no outsiders. All the players we signed were from the state itself. So how
exactly.
did you get along with them?
Uh, Initially, it was too hard because it's a new place, new environment, new people. So getting into the rhythm of Malappuram football is not very easy. So yeah, it was pretty hard, pretty challenging for me the week or so. And then I got into the culture. Then I, you know, like understood them a lot. Like brushing shoulders with like one of top players. It was a very good experience. So that motivated me too much to give my best into everyday practice, and that was a very good experience. And looking forward for more.
Sure, we are also looking forward to exciting things ahead. And how many languages do you know in total? I know this, but I want you to tell it to the viewers. How many Indian and foreign languages do you speak
Uh,
fluently?
Fluently, I don't know any foreign languages. I'm trying my level best to learn one or two. And Indian languages, I know nearly six languages:
Name them.
English, Hindi, Kannada, Tamil, Malayalam, and Urdu.
Wow, wow, that's fantastic. Huh? You know almost every South Indian language, and you
Yeah,
know Urdu as well. Obviously,
yeah,
Urdu and Hindi, the dialects are similar, and
yeah.
both have a similar origin as well. So
Yes, yes.
I can understand the Urdu part, but knowing three, four South Indian languages, I mean, that's commendable. Huh?
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, Arjun,
Yeah,
your dad used to be a regular visitor, right? uh,
yeah,
Regular visitor of our games, and I used to see him almost everywhere, be it away matches or home matches. So and I also know that he's a business tycoon, so he has got a lot of other massive commitments, but still he managed to come and watch you play live in the stadium. So how much of how much of inspiration has he been to you, and how valuable has his support been to you in this journey so far?
uh, he's been a very good motivation for me. He's the main person who actually took me into what I am today. If he's not there, I am also not there. So he, he's he used to be there, like in whatever I do, in whatever I play. I remember the first match ever I played in my life. Both my parents, in fact, were there, and it was actually raining, and there was one small shelter in the tree, so wherein my both the parents were standing, and absolutely there were actually no parents who came to watch their kids play also. So in that I was very lucky enough that my parents was there when I was playing my first game, and so they have been there throughout whatever I've been playing, wherever I go to play. They've been there. My dad was there with me for the nationals where I played in Mumbai, and sorry, he was there. with me again when I went for nationals in Tripura also as well. So yeah, for all the games he's been there, and KPL also throughout he's tried his best. Except for the last match in KPL, he couldn't attend because it was like he was he couldn't schedule his meetings, so he couldn't make it. So, but his blessings are there forever for me and as well as the club. So yeah, so that's how it is. So it's like an inspiration for me. Like he's been there, so he's the one who's got me into the football for it. And whatever I am doing today is all in through his blessing. So yeah, so that's how I can relate him to being in this journey.
Fantastic, and I truly, second your thoughts that
Yeah.
he has been both inspiration and a source of motivation for you, and he has backed you to all the extents possible. So,
Yes.
Arjun, now the chances of this happening were next to nil, but still, if we didn't retain you for this season, right? If we decided to let you go, what would you have done? Because you were already planning something else prior to joining our club. So if we didn't sign you again, would you have decided to, decided to take, decided to fulfill your other commitment, or still play football somewhere else?
Uh, I would have fulfilled the other commitment through my other ways as well. But if I wouldn't have got selected for LUCA, I would have gone and signed for a lower team, developed myself, create the football knowledge, and come back again stronger the next season for LUCA. So that's how it would have been. But thank God, like I got a contract and hoping to pay back the club very strong and hope we end the season on a high note.
Right, right. And I'm telling you that the chances of we letting you go were absolutely zero. You were one of the first names on a list for the upcoming season, and we have tied you up for 2 years. We signed a 2-year deal with you, so there was no way we were not signing you, and we are all happy to see you back. And you went to Bangalore as well, right? With the elite players. So how was that experience for you, uh, playing with the elite players, because they are a completely different and new group?
Yeah, Bangalore. The game of Bangalore is they're too much of possessive game, and they keep the ball a lot. So a lot of running is done in the final third. So it's actually wonderful to play in Bangalore. The conditions given, the atmosphere, the way it is, and the kind of players here are actually amazing. So training with them is and playing with them is like you know you'll develop your game also a bit, and they're it's like a nice exposure to play with the Bangalore players. Uh, like as far as I've known, they're like little more sensible and they're easily adaptable to any kind of conditions of play. So that's how I can relate Bangalore players. So
I'm not talking about the Bangalore players. I'm talking about our own players who went to the pre-season tour in Bangalore. We played 4 5 matches, and you were also a part of the team,
oh,
right?
okay. So yeah, that they were amazing, and they just reached there on the same day. Actually, we had a pre-season of nearly 5 games, and this was the first game in which our team reached, and I didn't expect that they could adapt very easily because the conditions in Bangalore when the team traveled, it was too hectic, it was too cold, and a place like Malappuram, which is always humid all year around, even though it's cold in some parts of Feb or March, adapting to a situation like Bangalore, it was. I thought for a second whether these players could adapt, but these bunch of boys, did an amazing job. The first game, we just had a thriller, a 2-0 thriller, one of the best, and like they were amazing. And to play with them, uh, they're a amazing bunch of players to play with them, and it was a very good experience for me also as well. And that was nice that these players could adapt into the situation of Bangalore and play. And of course, Coach Hayden, we can't forget him. He was always there on the limelight. He was the one who actually, took them through. So yeah, amazing work. And to just come on with a thriller in the first game, and ending on a high note, it's actually amazing. And that too in a short period of time, and working with all the people and everybody getting a chance to play, and this kind of a result is truly great. And looking forward for more. Hope this uh, team maintains the consistency, and and don't get into loopholes, and work hard, work tough, because we need to hit the season also as well. So hope this
Yes,
consistency remains and everything goes well.
yes, we are all expecting the same, and it's heartening to know that you are a very fruitful time there. So, okay, Arjun, I have only 5 minutes remaining. I'm going to ask you some questions about your teammates and our staff as well, okay? The teammates I'm talking about is LUCA teammates, okay? So I'm going to ask you some secretive questions, okay? You need to tell us things which we don't know, things happening behind the scenes. All right. So tell me, who's your best friend in the senior team?
My best friend in the senior team is, how can I say, everybody are good friends.
You have to
Um,
pick one name. Best in the sense that you were very close to him and he's your go-to buddy.
then everybody will take my life out of me if I reach
No, no.
practice.
But we all have that friend, you know. That's one special friend. Who
That
was the
special
most
friend,
easy to get along with? Or tell me who was the most easy to get along with?
the most easy to get along. Everybody was very easy to get
Come
along.
on, man. Come on. You can't be so formal. Pick one name.
Uh,
You're a senior team member.
yeah,
Sometimes
but
you need to take stands. Huh?
easy to get along was always Fawaz. Senior team player Fawaz, because I know him through my college playing days. So he was there. So getting along with him was
Fawaz is
much
that guy.
easier.
You don't
Yeah.
need to elaborate. Fawaz is that guy. We have our answer there.
Fawaz was
Okay.
easy to get into.
And who was the
How
weirdest? Who did you find the weirdest? The odd one.
the odd one?
The odd one
The
out among you all, according to you. Who was the oddest member of the senior team?
oddest was uh, our goalkeeper, uh,
Shabir.
Shabir. Yeah.
And you know, he's live at the moment. He's
Oh,
hearing
is
you.
he
Please
live?
continue.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
please continue. You have mentioned his name, so you cannot backtrack.
Okay. He was very odd among like the weirdest I've ever seen. Uh,
He was the noisiest as well, as far as I know. Because after every game or before games as well, I used to hear his
yeah,
noise, even outside the dressing room. And everyone used to pull his legs. Huh?
yeah, yeah. And he used to fall in trap also very easily.
Is it?
But he was very, he was even cunning also as well. He used to pull even other socks as well. So it was nice to see them, like, with whomever is
That's the
pulling
other side
his
of
sock.
him. Huh? Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how I found him to be weirdest.
Okay, one last question. Who
Yeah.
had the worst dressing sense?
The worst dressing sense. I feel everybody dressed well.
So no one's dressing style, you know, took you took you by surprise. You happen to like everyone's dressing sense. Huh?
Yeah, yeah. Everybody was like very apt in their dressing sense. Every everybody turned up and to practice like a professional. Everybody had something or the other, so I liked all the
Perfect.
dressing style of the professionals who were playing along with me.
Right, right. So Arjun, we had a very candid discussion with you. I'm sure our viewers also took a liking, and they will be watching this episode once it gets uploaded on our feed, and we will be also sharing this episode on our YouTube channel. And make sure to do your bit in promoting the program.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll do my very best to do that. And
right.
it
So
was a
one last message to everyone, one final remark
one final remark.
to the
How
fans of Lucas Africa.
to the
Address them.
fans of Luke? How hard would you play today if there was no tomorrow?
Wow.
Yeah. So you would give your best to play every single day. So yeah, think every single day is the last day of your and give all yourself. So that's what I want to give it to Luca and everybody who were there
Nice,
watching.
nice. So, Arjun,
Thank
I'm
you.
going to wrap this session up. Thank you for taking your time out. I know you have Christmas celebration scheduled, and I hope that you have a blast. And I hope everyone else enjoys the celebration in whatever capacity is possible, because we are going through a difficult time. And this is an unprecedented situation. So, not everyone is celebrating the way others are. So, guys, that was Arjun Anson, senior team player of LUCA Soccer Club, and this was part two of episode number 10. And thank you very much for following this broadcast.
Yeah.
And guys,
See you
please
guys.
check our website.
Take care.
Yes, please check our
Yeah.
website. Our website went live yesterday. All you need to do is go to the address bar and type www.lucasoccerclub.com. We relaunched our website. Please have a look and let us know your feedback. Your feedbacks are invaluable to us and it always gives us something to work on. So, and guys, before I leave, make sure that you take part in the giveaway contest. Uh, there are two giveaway contests to
with. One is on my timeline, on my feed, my username is Y05, and the another one is uh, on our uh, on our very account. We started this giveaway today, so there are a lot of things in store, and make sure to win as many prizes as possible. So, guys, see you soon. Take care of yourself, and I will be back ASAP. Bye bye. Good night.